Alright, here's another drawing process video. I did the layout. It probably took me a few hours, and then I lightly erased it all with a kneaded eraser, and then that's when I started recording. I think I should have started recording right when I was doing the layout, but I didn't. That's funny. I didn't have the energy to set up a camera, sit at my desk. I find it a lot more easier to have my lap board and sit on a couch while I don't know, a YouTube or video or Hulu or something is playing in the background. Because I guess I don't have a ergonomic chair where I could be really relaxed, sit down and start drawing. Anyway, so once I did the layout, I started really tightening up all the pencils. I try to get them as tight as I possibly can, because I don't know, maybe I'll try scanning this in, but I think I'll just take a detailed picture of it and put it in Clip Studio, and darken it up, and then clean up any of the dark gray matter that sticks around some of the lines, if any of that makes sense. So that's why I'm making this as detailed as possible, and I'm not going to ink it. I wasn't really thinking shading on these guys because I just imagine the shading when I darken it up in the program. I just imagine the shading will turn really, I don't know, sketchy and them old school TVs when there was nothing on, just staticky. That's the word I'm looking for. Alright, so now I'm drawing her face. It's Andy Litzinger. She's a detective from the comic Occult Descent. That's a Kickstarter I'm going to be doing here pretty soon. And she's one of the mains in there. So this is her kind of has her war face on, fighting some crazy mutant, zombie vampires. And yeah, these clothing folds were I was trying to figure out where it's okay, where does the folding happen and where's the pulling happen? I don't think I nailed it 100% or anything, but I like how it turned out for that dude's his arm sweater, long sleeve, whatever that is. And now I'm drawing her boots. I figure she probably wouldn't be wearing high heels or anything. I don't know if any of you guys watched that Jurassic Park movie, the first one with Chris Pratt and I forget the girl's name. Ron Howard's daughter, though. She had high heels on the whole movie. I thought I was the only one that noticed it, but anyway, the next day on any social media, everyone was pointing that out. It's how did she have that on through the whole movie? At the end, she's getting chased by a T-Rex, and she's still running with high heels. It's get out of town. Totally took me out of the movie. Anyway, here's me trying to do some cross-hatching. I don't really like to do cross-hatching too much. I do appreciate that it could make different different tones of gray, but I generally try to just stick with regular hatching and not crisscross them up. I try to do a thick outline on these things also, these drawings. Sometimes it looks cool to me, and then sometimes I think I just wasted my time. Kind of probably overworked it a little bit, but yeah, when I look at Joe Madureira's work, he's got like a thick outline on his work, his pencils, and it just looks super cool and dynamic. My guess is they got that from that what's it called, Alphonse Mucha. I forget what that art movement was, but like Alphonse Mucha was part of it, where they all put like a thick outline on their paintings. What the heck was that called? And then like in the backgrounds they would have like plants that were like almost look like symbols and flowers and stuff. I don't know. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, maybe I'll randomly bring it up if I remember in another video. Oh, and then, okay, so I was trying to draw this gun here, shooting, but I didn't know what kind of like blast effect I wanted to go with. So I kind of mixed up a couple things. So I try to do like little straight edges and then Kirby crackle around it. I don't really like it. I think I'll try something else for the next time I'm drawing a gun shooting. But I mean, it was good enough to me to where I was just like, I'll stick with it. And in this drawing here, I'm gonna have it as like a stretch goal for a sticker. I know it's pretty detailed for a sticker, but I don't know, I guess that's just how I wanted to make it look, because I'm going to shrink it down. It's going to be like a 3x5 sticker. And if nothing else, I think I made a pretty cool picture to draw. Practice anyway, yeah. Alright, so I'm drawing her hair. I'm doing my best imitation of Travis Charest, which and Michael Turner. But anyway, that's what it came up with. It's not as cool as theirs, but I guess I skipped her hair. I think it was because I didn't know how to make a brunette. So I mean, like, if she was blonde, I would just leave it like that. But she's brunette, and I didn't want to deal with where to spot the shadows. So heavily shadowing this guy up in the foreground. He's getting his got his arm blown off by the gun she has. I don't know if I like sold that shot. Like, it kind of looks like maybe his arm is just getting blown off randomly or blowing up somehow, but you wouldn't think it's from that gun. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I looked at this way too long, so I'd have to ask somebody. But I don't want to go back and figure out something. If I do, it will be, like I said, when I transfer this over to Clip Studio or Procreate, whichever one. Try to straighten out this guy's teeth. Sometimes when you put faces at angles, it's tough to keep the whole face at the same angle, and sometimes you notice like you got like a out of perspective face, but then you're trying to, or anyway, that happens to me, and I'm trying to figure out like something's up with this face, but I can't understand where the wonkiness is coming from. But anyway, I like how this monster guy face turned out. His vampire monster. I'm trying to draw him without a shirt, I guess. So I'm just basically adding detail, and and I'm trying to erase that, but that smudge won't go away. So another correction I'll have to make in Clip Studio. That one was bothering me. It's like, maybe I could just darken it all out. And I was thinking, no, it's too much dark right there. I'll just take it out with the Clip Studio. There's some tendons I'm working on his neck, and let's see where I'm going. I'm going back up to the hair. I was filming this all in 4K, and so like I darkened up the hair when I wasn't recording. That's the best I got it so far, and I start deciding like that Wally Wood quote where you just might as well darken out everything. But yeah, I guess I don't darken out everything. I darken up a lot more and leave a couple strands as like highlights. You can tell I'm doing a lot of erasing because some of the highlights there are just pretty gray. Not as dark as the penciling, but still gray. I was happy with, or I am happy with how her face turned out. The expression. That was me doing my best Joe Mad impersonation. He has some really cool, like, facial expressions when people are angry. Like their lips are crooked and mouths are wide open, and you can see like their gums to their teeth, and like the back of their inside of their throat. Her shirt, I was happy with how that turned out. I like how Mark Silvestri does his clothing folds. Like sometimes he does them so much to where it looks like they're wearing a wet shirt or a wet coat or something. Like there's so many wrinkles. But I don't know. I at first I remember thinking like, I don't understand it. It looks like they're wearing a wet shirt. But after watching it or reading more and more of the comics, I don't know, it grew on me and I thought it looked cool. All right, and then this is the last show of the thing. Hope you liked it. Yeah, so have a great day, morning or night, whenever you're watching this.